Cave Sports.
Sports.
In the mix.
It's in the cave.
Boys.
KV3.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Week 9 is in the books. We're back with the Cave Sports crew. I got Francis, Legit Naro, and Feel the Burn.
What up?
Gonna go over some. It's probably gonna be a little quick episode for you guys. But before we get started, just want to shout out our sponsor, SafeLightCandle.com. Please visit them if you need any background lighting or accent lighting for your home, workplace, or office. That is SafeLightCandle.com. And if you want to continue the conversation, visit K4V3.com so you can join our Discord, get the insider on picks from Francis, and updates on our podcast. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Week 9 is in the books. Any games in particular you guys want to point out that were what you expected or something that surprised you?
I want to talk about the Eagles Cowboys real quick. That was a fucking nail biter for me.
It was
a lot of weird calls in that game too, both ways. I think Naro had a little rant last week about the reffing situation, and it didn't get any better. Suspect PI calls called on the Cowboys. Suspect reffing the passer calls called on the Eagles. But at the end of the day, it was still a very exciting game to watch. So I'm happy the Clint Eastwood Cowboys came out to play and made it a very exciting game. But yeah, that's the only thing I wanted to say. I'm glad the Eagles were on the better side of that.
I wanted to point out Josh Dobbs, man, for Minnesota could be something that's working. So Vikings fans, I know, worried about their season with Kirk Cousins out, but I think they got a good replacement with Josh Dobbs. So close win, but Josh Dobbs showed some life for the Vikings.
Yeah, he had some heart.
Yeah,
definitely.
That game and the Tampa Bay Houston game were both really good.
Yeah.
Both of them came down to the wire. Both of them came in under a minute shootouts. Had to get touchdowns. Both of them.
Yep.
CJ Stroud's showing the stuff right now. CJ Stroud is the truth.
Yeah,
that man is killing it.
Stroud, correct me if I'm wrong, I think he broke some records or set some records at least.
Yeah, he's been setting them all year, but he's like the youngest to throw a 400-yard game. Or no, he's the youngest. He has the highest yards in one game by any rookie.
Yeah,
and he passed
Andrew Luck
by 20 or 30 yards or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hopefully this is not that wasted talent wasting away in a wrong team,
Oh, for sure. I hope not either. But it looks promising. The Texans got some nice young weapons around CJ Stroud, so they'll be competitive the next couple of years, and we'll see how they can add on to that roster.
Okay.
Oh, Raiders. Good for the Raiders. I was going to say that too. We talked about this last week. When the Raiders fired their coach, man, they take off, bro.
Man, hearing the stories of what happened behind the scenes of that meeting is, what transpired to the firing and ultimately, what ultimately led to it was pretty funny. I mean, I guess how what's the new coach? Was it Pierce, right?
Antonio Pierce.
How he was talking about how the Giants believed they could beat anyone, and they beat the undefeated Patriots. And then at the end of that meeting, McDaniels pulled him aside and said, "Don't ever talk about the Patriots like that." It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, he's wild.
So,
I like what Antonio Pierce is doing too. Did you hear about him having his practice
squad? Yeah, that's great.
That's dope.
But the practice squad, they're not in uniform, or were they in pads uniform, or just
no, they were in uniform because you can only shoot up a certain amount of people, but
okay,
you're still there on the sidelines.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, I think that's good camaraderie and good for the culture for sure.
Yeah, and I think Pierce should bring that back because to play for the Raiders doesn't take skill; it's also the mentality. To have that Raider mentality, it's always been that Raider mindset. So they just need that coach to bring it back and instill it on the players,
But it's all good. Mark Davis is going to fire him at the end of the year anyway and put a new coach in there to screw everything up again.
Make some bozo move, right? Man. Any other games you guys want to touch on before we move on to a rant that Naro has cooking for us?
Sunday Night Football was not the tiramisu game. Bengals pretty much controlled that game from start to finish. I think officially the Bills, they're on sus watch for the rest of the season. Something's going on over there. Not sure exactly what it is. They just do not look the same. Putting up 18 points, with that offense, even though they're playing Cincinnati on the road, that's not good for them. So, I don't know. I think they're in big trouble, and Cincinnati, like always, is getting out of that early slump and finally got an AFC win.
I don't think so. I think the Bills are going to do what they do every year. They're going to play really well throughout the season, and they're going to do good into the playoffs, and they'll probably lose their second game in the playoffs. I think the Bengals it's going to be Bengals in Kansas City again. I think Miami's going to lose midway through the playoffs, but I think the Bengals have always had the Bills number. That's not anything new. The past 2-3 years since Burrow's been there, the Bengals have had the Bills number, and so I kind of suspected that. That's why I picked the Bengals last week, because I saw it coming. They did it. They were beating them in the DeMar Hamlin game. They beat them in Buffalo. Or no, they beat them in Cincinnati in the playoffs, and it was an easy win for them in the playoffs. And they had it here now. So the past year, at the very least, off the top of my head, the Bengals have had the Bills number. So I think the Bills are going to continue to do what they do. They're going to still play well throughout the season, but I didn't see that anything wrong with that game. What I did see, and what I mentioned a couple of times now, is over to another AFC game. There is a hand behind you. Oh my God, that scared
I just saw it too. I was like, what the hell?
Oh, that was wild. Dude, I thought that was like a prop hand for a second. It scared me so much. No, so but the Dolphins, man, are they have not beat a good team yet.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't even showed life against a good team yet. So they need to get that figured out. That's a problem. The Dolphins are doing fine against not good teams. They're smoking not good teams. They're destroying not good teams, which means that when they play the team, they should be doing well. It should be a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Have not put up a fight against any good team so far. They made so many ridiculous mistakes in the Kansas City game. It wasn't. I don't know. Dolphins.
The play calling gets a little cute with the Dolphins sometimes, when they could just run it with Raheem Mostert and they do some type of reverse or some crazy shit. I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, you're right. The play calling is a little cute, uncertain situations, but we'll see if they figure it out by the playoffs.
Right. Well, yeah. Just so we can move on to our rants now. If you haven't seen the scores yet, you can follow our ticker right here at the bottom. Those are the scores from week 9. Now we can move into this segment of Caveman Rants, and Naro, he's got something cooked up for us. So Naro, tell us what it is.
All right. So my rant this week is very simple. I hate the NFL. I'll rephrase this. When I say hate, I mean this. I hate the higher ups in the NFL. The people who are coming up with the rules and the different types of fining and all that type of bullshit that's ruining this league.
Yeah.
I know they have a hand in what's going on with the reffing too, but this is a little bit different of an issue. They're related, but the rules are so pussified. And I apologize for saying that. That makes you offended. Whatever. But they act like these guys aren't playing football. Yeah. They act like these guys aren't playing the most physical sport in the world other than rugby. These guys have been doing this their whole life. That's what they're doing. They know that what they're playing is a contact sport, and there is a very high chance of injury. It's a part of the game. That's what makes the game interesting? Is everybody just beating the dog crap out of each other? Dude, when the league is getting soft to the point that sometimes it's not even fun to watch anymore. And I understand that a lot of the game is about strategy. I get that. But these bullshit roughing the passers, like poor Jalen Warren, dude. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a Steelers fan, but he's been getting robbed this season, and everybody's been seeing it. This man's paycheck for a game is like $52,000 or like some $54,000 or something like that for a game. Good for him. That's a decent paycheck as a backup running back. It's not terrible, right? Especially coming free agent the second year. Good for Jalen Warren, right? He got 2 fines for $48,000 and for $47,000. What the fuck is he supposed to be doing as a professional fucking football player? And there were bullshit fines. The guy was literally blocking. The dude is a fucking midget. He's a midget. Fucking Jalen Warren's like 5'8", 5'10" max, and he's got 6-foot dudes coming in trying to fucking get to the quarterback. Of course he's gonna fucking hit him, and his helmet's gonna touch the fucking helmet. Do we not see the fucking size difference? Like, what are we fucking doing? You got players getting fined for roughing the passer when the ball is still in the passer's hands or had just left the hands at the moment of contact, which means that the player was already fucking moving forward when the fucking ball was still in the dude's hand. So the rules, the fucking kickoff rules are fucking retarded. My apologies. I know that's a sensitive word. They're fucking stupid.
Yeah, a midget and retarded.
I'm pissed. I'm sorry. I'm like, but it's getting out of hand. The rules are absolutely insane. They're robbing players. They're ruining the game. Something needs to give. I really wish. I talked about this last week. I really wish that somebody can fund some type of investigation to just someone's got to. There needs to be a new commissioner. There needs to be a whole new head of people because the NFL's getting so sad, sad.
Right.
Yeah, I even saw DeAndre Swift got fined for like $10,000 just for the Commanders game. He hit stick someone because there was a safety trying to tackle him. Over. Yeah, so he ran someone over because he didn't want to get tackled. Like, that's part of the game.
It wasn't even like he went out of his way to hit the guy. The guy was going to tackle him, so he did what a good running back does and ran him over.
Yeah, that was insane.
It was a normal play. That was the other one from Jalen Warren. Jalen Warren got hit for that too. He was going down the sideline, and the guy was tackling him, so he just ran into him.
You know, the NFL has a new meaning, and it's the no fun league. That's what it's looking like right now. And this is slowly going to become a 2-hand touch league, and I'm going to start watching rugby in Europe or something because it's just you can't hit anyone, and isn't that what the point of football was? It's always about the hits, and now you breathe on them too hard, and it's like flag on you and penalty. It's just like, come on, man. How soft can this sport get? And I echo that sentiment with you, man. It's kind of hard to watch these games, and you're like, you watch someone get hit, and you can't help but think like, oh, he's going to get a fine for that.
Dude, that's crazy to me. Like, people are just doing their jobs, and they're going to. Quan Alexander said something about that in the beginning of the season. Like, it's going to get to the point. He said, give it like 5 years, and it's going to be a flag league, and it's not even going to be tackled anymore. I don't know about 5 years, maybe 10, 15 years, but I definitely see it coming because that's just absolutely insane. Fucking wham. Go cry about it. You're a billionaire. Fucking suck it up and watch fucking guys do what the hell they train their whole lives to do.
Right.
Facts.
It's kind of like I don't understand the whole he's leading with his helmet because it's the momentum of your body, right? It's just how is that? How are you going to avoid that? And you kind of see people like try and like shrug and like try to avoid it, but I feel like that just sets you up for more of a bigger injury by just doing that, trying to adjust midway through the hit. It's hard for the players, definitely, and I feel like it's just another money grab for the NFL. It's like, oh, you know what? Let's find him for that because we could use that money. It's Goodell definitely needs to go. It's been a long time coming. How much longer are we going to wait, man? So, yeah, as we're gonna wrap up the rant soon. You got any final thoughts you guys want to pitch in on that?
The lead with the head is the most just the dumbest rule I've ever heard in my life. I understand. Let me phrase that. It's not a bad rule. I understand leading with the head because when there are certain times when someone is deliberately like their head is and they're just like this, right? But when I play pop corner football, you're taught to hit with the shoulder. You come in like this. But there are like 90% of these leading with the head calls are just a normal tackle with the head being there. Like, I don't know if people know the anatomy of a body, but the head is on the top of the body, so it's going to be in front. I mean, it's going to be there when you're tackling. Like, what do you want me to do? Fucking turtle that shit and just...
Yeah. Definitely a stupid thing to try to enforce rules on, but, hopefully some changes come in the future because Goodell can't stay there forever, right, guys? So with that rant being...
He'll be there for a long time, dude.
Yeah,
that rant... theory, is he a reptile person? Let's dive into that.
Or maybe a vampire, right? Because they never age. But yeah, moving on to fantasy. We have our fantasy sports in the Cave League. We're pretty much halfway through the season and some...
It's getting close.
Results of Zaddy catching some steam.
I know, man. Shit.
Can I rant part 2 here? Can I rant just for like 30 seconds? What is that shit? What is that shit? How do I have 148 points and still lose?
Well, Zaddy's breathing life back into his team. I know we were kind of shitting on him in the beginning of the season for his weird picks, and Francis called it it's not 2016 anymore team. But I think the reigning champ is hearing our shit talk and he's trying to come back, breathe life into it, but still got an uphill battle going for him.
Yeah, he made some good pickup on the waiver wires to adjust, but yeah, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be a close call when we get to the playoffs. I think I just lost 2 weeks in a row, so I'm like at the 6th seed now.
That streak is over, but it had to happen at some point, right? Zach, run us down the scores real quick.
This was a rough week for your boy. Slime Bucket auto pick got me. Putting up 97 points with how our rosters are constructed is just fucking embarrassing. So yeah, CD's nuts is getting hot. Naro, another week, another impressive performance by your squad, but unfortunately, but not enough to beat CD's nuts. Jermaine, also with another low-scoring output by their team, dude. Yeah. Seeing these scores being under 100, definitely not fun to watch. Not fun football to watch. Do we have the other scores for the other teams too, or no? Gordon Bombay pulled off a dub over PQ.
Yeah.
Johnny Lance over Dreezy's Mask.
Yeah. That officially last place.
Dang, the Cave Sports crew lost this weekend. Damn.
What in the... We all lost?
We all took
L's. Tough looks for all of us.
This was the week I was already waiting for to lose because I had bye weeks and shit. This was when it all compounded. But hey,
yeah. So bye week hell this week too. Yeah, lots of good teams are on byes. So.
But Jarrell's Mask though, don't count him out. Last week you took out Slime Bucket. That's a high scoring team.
I know. I think he had a couple guys on week on bye too, but it was close though. I barely beat him. I think I forget the score, but it's been up and down.
It's just a bad week for all the Cave Sports crew, right? But
damn, Naro, if you weren't playing CD's nuts,
well, what happened was CJ Stroud was a double-edged sword for me because CD's nuts was playing a Tank Dell. And Tank Dell had 3 touchdowns, and CJ Stroud hit him. So
it's tough.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna take a revenge shot at Francis this week. So hopefully I can come out on top.
And you have a chance. I got AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts out, so it's a rough bye week for me too. So we'll see.
Oh, I'm coming after you, CD's nuts. CD's nuts. The first time we met, we put $20 on it, and I won. Let's see. Let's see how this one turns out.
Any waiver wire pickups you guys think we should make, or any to the listeners? Anybody on the waiver?
Tight ends. Tight end. Zach, give us some tight ends.
Jeez. Logan Thomas. Trey McBride actually was a big one this week to pick up. Ferguson, if he's still available. I ended up swooping him in a different league. But it's just an absolute wasteland right now for tight ends. If you don't have, Laporta or Andrews or freaking Kelsey or Hawkinson, you're hurting for sure. Goddard, I believe, is going to be out for a couple weeks. He has a fractured forearm. I wish they would just throw him on IR already because I have him in the league and I would love to put him on the IR slot, but they're taking their sweet time being on the bye, which is unfortunate. Yeah, that's what I got for tight end. It's really not that great.
Jonnu Smith, if he isn't picked up, Atlanta is not utilizing Kyle Pitts because Atlanta's stupid. But they are utilizing Jonnu Smith. Jonnu Smith has had, I think, more than half of his games this year. He's been double digits, and like 3 other ones, he's been just under double digits, which is a decent scoring for a tight end. Because Atlanta does this thing where they'll draft guys really high, and they're really great players, but they don't play them. They'll play the second guy. So Jonnu Smith and Algiers. So just on the tight end side. So if you guys got Jonnu Smith, don't expect Kyle Pitts to get you any points.
All right. Well, that goes for the fantasy football. If you find yourself needing any players, I hope you go through our suggestions, but it could be anyone. You could find some gem and not even know, and they blow up this week for you. Who knows? That's fantasy football for you. Week 10 is coming up pretty quick tomorrow. Our first game. Let's run a preview of Week 10. Who do we have playing tomorrow?
It's Carolina, Chicago.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yep. It's a rough one for Thursday night.
I saw that last week during the lineup. I was like, oh my God, who's going to watch that game?
This is the worst slate at a Week 10 in any NFL season I've seen in quite some time.
This is Thursday
awful
night where you think of something better to do.
Yeah, I think the best game is honestly like Jets Raiders for Sunday night.
Well, I would argue I think Niners Jaguars are going to be really good.
I think.
I didn't see that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, Cleveland Baltimore will be good too.
Cleveland Baltimore is going to be fantastic.
Houston Cincinnati might be all right. But
Denver,
we're about to see what Houston's made of.
The 4 standalone games though, like you're getting Panthers, Bears, and then you got an overseas Indy, New England game, and then Sunday Night Football is Jets and Raiders, and then Monday night is Denver, Buffalo. Like
I don't mind the Jets and Raiders. The Raiders, just fired their coach, so they're on their strike right now, and the Jets are a terrible team. The Jets screwed me last week so hard. Like, how are you going to play dog against the Chargers, but play absolutely amazing against like all the big teams in the league? The Chargers defense got like 30 points.
Yeah.
I was the only guy on my other league. The only person they had left was the Chargers defense. And I was up by 10. I was like, all right, I'm solid. There's no way. 30 points?
You getting fucked in all your leagues, Naro.
I mean, little fun fact about the Chargers playing the Jets. Chargers put up more points against the Jets than the Chiefs, the Eagles, and the Bills. So, little fun fact. But that Jets offense is garbage. So, I mean, a 10-point lead against Chargers defense kind of sus. And they've been playing better since J.C. Jackson left the team. So, maybe Staley's finally figured it out. We'll see against Detroit.
That is true.
But yeah, this is atrocious. I think Dallas is like a 16-point favorite against a division rival at home. I can't stand the Giants. I don't even want to look at them anymore. Can we just can we just black them out? That's like my worst prediction I've ever made in my life. That's so bad. So bad. Dable's gonna have them playing better. They're gonna win the division.
Shows how much we know, though, right?
You guys want to hear a wild playoff thing? All the AFC North has a playoff spot.
Yeah, I heard that the playoffs started today. All 4 AFC North teams would be in. That's crazy.
Who's gonna fuck that up?
I hope that happens. That'd be dope.
The Steelers, we're gonna fuck it up.
Probably the Browns too.
Listen, Matt Canada on the sideline is where I'm gonna keep him there. First time in his whole career, he was on the sideline, and they played decent.
Yeah, it's amazing what happens when you actually go down and feel the game and get a feel for it, and now you get to
interact with your player.
React. Yeah.
I mean,
go figure.
With that preview, I mean, schedule speaks for itself. There's a few we're all looking forward to. So, Francis, I want to move on to the pick of the week. What do you have for us for this pick?
Nara's going to like this one. I'm actually going to go with Steelers money line at minus 165. They're playing the Packers. The Steelers are at home. I just feel like the Packers aren't that good, honestly.
No, they're not.
And the Steelers' defense is good enough to get them in a field position kind of thing, and they'll win the field position battle, and they'll kick a couple field goals, maybe run in a touchdown. But last week's game, the flow of their offense started to look a lot better. I mean, Naro, you might have a little more input on that, but I have Najee Harris, and it was nice to see him finally score a touchdown in one of my leagues. So
nice.
And Jalen Warren also played a really good game. So they're kind of splitting the touches, but both are coming out. And Deontay Johnson finally scored a touchdown in 2 years.
Yes.
So yeah, and I just don't think the Packers are that good. I know they beat the Rams. They gave them a beat down, but the Rams are banged up right now, and the Rams defense is Aaron Donald and a bunch of no names versus the Steelers. You got a affordable defensive line, so I don't think Jordan Love's going to do anything against the Steelers.
Best corner in the league, too.
Yeah, best corners in the league. Yeah, I'm putting my money with Naro's team, baby.
So the only reason I don't like that pick here's listen. I'm just gonna tell you.
Hold on. The rant segment is all episode for Naro.
You're getting universal praise here. You're like, yeah, I don't really like it.
It's karma for me. Anytime someone I'm close to picks the Steelers for like the game of the week or something, the Steelers will lose.
Okay.
So that's the only time.
I expect you to not to pick the Packers and the quick hitters then.
Yeah, exactly. You can't pick the Steelers now.
Yeah.
Dude, the over-under is 39.5. That's going to be a disgusting game, dude.
I'm telling you, Steelers are going to kick like 5 field goals and win like 15-3 or something.
Oh, let me go at Boswell real quick.
Man, speaking of quick hitters, let's head on to that one. One of my favorite segments on here because we got a little points system going on. And what was our bet? Loser buys beer, whatever.
Yeah. Loser got to buy.
Not gonna be me. I'll tell you that.
Hell yeah.
I think it might be me because I missed out on 2 weeks and I didn't even give you guys my pick. So it's looking like it's me unless I go 14-0 the next couple.
You know what's going to happen? We're all going to end up buying drinks for each other anyway. It's just going to be like, hey, I got this round. So, I don't care.
So,
I just like competing with this.
Myself, Zach, and Francis, we did all of ours live. Proper sent his in afterwards. I wish you wouldn't have done that, but you did. So we tied again. I can't get away from you. It's killing me. So we tied at 10-10 this week, and then Zach and Francis tied at 9. So Proper,
why? Because y'all
Proper's got 1 up on me on the season. He's got 5. I've got 4. Zach's got 3, and Francis, I think he got 1.
Yeah, I think I got 1 week. Yeah, not looking good for me. Okay. We're going to a dive bar, boys. We're not going to no like fancy bar.
Even hit a brewery or something. That's cool with me, bro.
I would like to add I want to start something new starting this week. Last week I didn't really mention it, but I looked at all our picks and all the picks we universally chose. Like all, I didn't include proper because I didn't really see the graphic, but all the teams that me, Naro, and Feel Burn chose, I did a parlay and it hit. So I'm gonna look at our quick hitters, and then with the ones that we all like, I'm gonna do a parlay again, and then I'll put it on the Cape Sports Instagram and Discord, and we'll see how it goes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a cool, fun addition to this. Why did we think of this?
Yeah, it was like Browns, Saints, Eagles, and I think the Steelers too.
Steelers, Ravens, Browns, Saints.
Yeah, all those teams.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
That was nice.
Let's
Not
break
a bad idea.
Pretty dope.
All right, quick.
All right, let me run it down. Tomorrow's game, Panthers, Bears. Who you guys got? I'm going with the Bears.
I'm gonna go Panthers.
Give me the Bears.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bears too.
All right.
Go right to left and then like exactly.
Right to left?
Yeah, Bears.
Left to right, I mean. And then do Colts and then go down to
okay. Okay, Colts, Pats. That's in Frankfurt.
Colts.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Colts with that one too.
Yeah, Colts.
There you go. There's your first one.
That's the first one.
All right. Browns, Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah, Ravens.
Is Deshaun playing this week?
It don't matter.
I'm going with the
It
Ravens.
doesn't matter. Ravens still winning. All right.
Did you pick
Texans,
Ravens?
Bengals.
I did pick the Ravens.
We all picked Ravens.
Oh, you guys all picked. Okay, cool. Texans, Bengals.
Bengals.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bengals. Mm-hmm.
Bengals. There's your parlay again.
Yeah.
This will be a big parlay.
I'm putting it in my notes right now.
I think this parlay stops right here.
Jags, Niners.
Niners.
Fuck.
I'm going Jags.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the Jags right now too.
I'm going to go with the Niners just because I feel like they got to figure it out this week.
That
see.
Okay.
Seahawks loss last week, I think, gives them some breathing room. But it's that Zach Byrne, freaking hate to see it. West Coast team going east for a early game, but they're coming off a bye, so I don't know if that counts as that.
Is Debo playing? I haven't checked on these.
He fucking better be playing.
Okay, all right.
She's still unquestionable, so we'll see.
Okay.
If he doesn't play, I'm switching to the Jet. No, I'm just kidding.
Man. All right, Saints, Vikings. I'm gonna go with
Vikings.
Josh Dobbs gonna be hopefully carries that momentum.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Vikings with that one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the tall guys with the yellow hair that's got the horns. I'll go with them.
There you go.
The Satans.
Mr.
The
Satans.
Aryan Satans.
The Aryan Brotherhoods.
I
Jesus.
don't know if I'll be able to watch anymore if someone named their God. Watch the Commanders change their name to that. All right,
The Aryan Fosters.
the Aryan Fosters.
The Aryan
Just change their name. What?
What?
Oh man.
The Aryan Fosters.
Packers, Steelers. All right,
Steelers.
You know what? I think I'm going to go with not the Packers.
Wow.
Yeah, of course. Makes sense.
Surprised.
Shocker.
Titans, Bucks.
Shit.
Oh,
I'm gonna go Titans.
Do we have to pick this game?
I'm going with Titans.
Yeah.
Give me the Bucks.
I'm going with the Titans.
Me too.
Give me Will Levis for 500, please.
The best I can do is 350.
Got another Battle of the Birds, Falcons, Cardinals. Falcons.
Falcons.
Yeah, give me the Falcons.
All right. Lions go to LA, play SoFi against the Chargers.
Chargers.
I'm gonna pick Chargers too.
Like,
it's gonna be a good game.
No, it's not. Lions are gonna smoke them.
I sure hope not.
You taking the points?
I might take the points on that game.
Robert, where are you going?
I'm going Chargers.
That's the longest you've ever taken to pick something. That must have been
Because
hard.
I like the Lions in that one too, man. But
I like the Lions too.
Home game
That'll
for
be
the
my
Chargers.
exciting game of the week. The Lions. Let's go.
It also very much depends on fucking Herbert's. What's his broken finger? His passes on the last game were pretty bad.
But that's a testament to that Jets defense. That Jets front seven is nasty.
That is another thing to consider.
They scared the Eagles into doing other shit when they played. Like they stopped beating the Eagles because of it.
Right. Giants, Cowboys.
Yeah, that's easy, Cowboys.
I'm going with the boys, but this definitely could be one of the ones where it's a rival.
You think the Giants cover?
It's coming up on that.
I don't know if the Giants cover this one. It's 16.5.
16.5.
Yeah. Hey, but
the Cowboys. Hold on. The Cowboys had a game like this last year too. They were like,
yeah, you're right.
14-point favorites and they lost.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Nah, not at home though. They can't do that at home.
Yeah.
It's in Dallas.
Yeah, it's in Dallas. If Dallas loses this game, oh man, that's gonna be brutal.
I mean, why not? The Giants and the Cowboys have a big rivalry. They've always had a big rivalry, and
16.5-point favorites.
They always play a decent game. Those favorites always have a good game.
Oh,
if there's a team the Cowboys are gonna fuck up to, it could be the Giants.
That's what I'm saying. If it's going to be anybody, it's going to be the Giants.
Give me the Cowboys.
But I'm going Cowboys, though. So
I am. I'm just saying.
Oh, man.
I'm leaving the Cowboys out of the parlay, though.
You have a lot of parlay, bro.
Dude, if that is the reason why the parlay doesn't hit, that's ridiculous.
It's all his. France is gonna, he ain't going to be on the next episode. He's going to be in Cancun. He's like, yo.
Quick hitters.
Hope you save some for some of the drinks at the end of the season.
Damn,
Commanders, Seahawks.
Yeah, give me Seahawks.
Yeah, I'll go with the Hawks. Give me the Seagulls. They screwed me last week. I needed the Seahawks to win last week. It would push Baltimore into second.
Ooh, and the Sunday night special right here, Jets, Raiders. Raiders got some momentum, but is it enough to beat that front seven of the Jets?
Ah, man. I'm going to pick the Jets.
I'm going with the Raiders.
Give me the under in this game, whatever it is. No, I'm going to go with Raiders.
I'm going Jets.
Guys, it's the second half of the season, and they just fired their coach. What are you doing?
Yeah, I think that magic is only for that first game, though. I don't know.
They went hard when they fired Gruden. Well, when Gruden...
That's just what they need to do to win, right? Get a coach, fire him, get the interim coach, win.
Yeah, the outlook definitely was better.
Dude, Devontae Adams even said, like, he was at one of the games in like one of the Aces games, and he even said it's going to be way better from now on to like a ref. Like he was so confident about it.
I mean, the fact that yeah, I'm still going Jets though. They'll come back down to earth for one game.
Yeah. All right, Monday Night Football. We got the Broncos coming to Buffalo. You know who I'm picking. It's going to be the Broncos. They got a good chance. Like, defense is turning around. coming off a bye week.
I'm gonna go Broncos too. I'm gonna go Broncos.
Bills have kind of struggling.
Give me the Bills.
Yeah. Now, the only reason that the Broncos beat the Chiefs is because that is a divisional matchup.
And also they were the best team in football that week. And I said that, so the best team in football I don't think is playing. I think they're on a bye. Yeah, they're on a bye this week. Can't lose.
Not the best team.
It's definitely the Eagles.
With the secondary,
the best team in football is the Eagles.
The secondary like that, they're not.
No, with a record like that and then pulling out the wins the way that they do, it's definitely the Eagles.
I don't like your curses, Zach. I think
it's not a curse. It's not a curse.
The best team is still playing that weekend. It's the Bills, right? It's the Bills.
Hey, the best team playing football this weekend is the Detroit Lions.
Let's go Lions!
Yeah, I like that.
You haven't
the best team.
You haven't missed yet. I've been watching this theory. You haven't missed yet.
And the best team in the AFC this week.
I'll do it.
Playing this week is the Bengals. So,
Thank God. Dude, I'm telling you, the Texans can do it, man.
I'm just calling it like I see it, guys.
Parlay right here.
This is my opinion. I have no power. The best team in the NFL and the best AFC team are both on byes this week. But playing this week, best team in NFL, Lions, best team in AFC, Bengals. So,
and that's the segment Zach's curse.
It's not a curse. It's not a curse. It's not a thing. It's just a coincidence, guys. Yeah.
It is a Creole back consistently.
Jesus.
It didn't happen last week.
Yeah, because I reversed the curse.
Well, because maybe the Eagles aren't the best team in football.
Well, you're lucky they're on a bye week. You can talk all this shit about the Eagles right now.
Right.
Yeah. I won't accept that until they go through that gauntlet for like 4 straight weeks where they play. So they come back Chiefs, Niners.
Yeah, it starts next week.
Yeah, so like we'll see after that.
It starts next week. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, man. All right, guys. Great episode with you all. It's time to wrap it up. That was our week 9 leading the week 10 episode. I'm joined by Francis, Feel the Burn, and Legit Naro. Before I let you guys go, please join our Discord if you want to join the conversation. We have everything from sports, video games, rabbit hole stuff. You know, we got everything for everyone. So to join our Discord, visit k4v3.com. Our Discord link is in there. And also, please pay a visit to our sponsors, safelightcandle.com, where you can get accent lighting for your house, studio, or your office at very good prices. Can't beat it. So please visit safelightcandle.com so you can stay lit for the Lolo. I am Proper. It's been a pleasure. See you next week on Cape Sports Football. Hey, boys.
It's not a curse, guys.
It's a curse.
It's not a curse. It's not a curse.